What's up guys, this is Preheat with yet another Evoker video. Today we're going to showcase the Evoker starting experience. Right now in the alpha you cannot level past level 60. I have some updates I'd like to make for some builds, especially the red build, but for now we're going to show what it's like to make your Evoker and begin playing your Evoker in the Evoker starting zone, the Forbidden Reach. So if you're looking to play an Evoker in Dragonflight, this is going to be kind of what your first experience will be, right? So let's go ahead and just jump right into it. Alright, so starting off, obviously you make your character, you can customize it however you like. I already kind of have the character the way I want it, so we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it. Alright, so starting off we have kind of like a little cinematic here. It looks like we're frozen in stone, and we become free, and we get our first quest here, and that's going to be to free our allies, so let's go ahead and get them free too. All right, help our friends out. Let's get them all out of there. Now, starting off, we aren't going to have any talents or specialization. All we can really do is just run around and do the quests that we're given, but that's fine. We'll unlock all of that as we go. Okay, so we've helped our friends out here. Now, while I'm moving to the next area, I'm going to go ahead and do a little UI setup. Just get everything kind of the way I want it here. Okay, so we should have everything set up. Now, starting off, you aren't going to really have much. You're just going to have your Living Flame, your Azure Strike, and some of your other abilities that you start off with. And it looks like we lost our action bar there, so let's go ahead and enable that again. There's a weird bug on the alpha right now where sometimes whenever you set up your UI and stuff and you reload your UI, for some reason it disappears, so we're going to fix that real quick. Okay, it should be good to go now. So we're going to start this quest. And they're going to have us just kill some mobs. So we're going to use Disintegrate. This is the ability we just unlocked from that first quest. And this is going to allow us to spend our resource. So as an Evoker, you have a resource called Essence. That's these little orbs that are filling up here. And the whole idea is basically that you have those... I mean, they're essentially like decay runes that you're filling up there. And in the meantime, you cast like filler spells as well. Now, one thing to start off with, and this might be useful for you if you're starting your Evoker, it's definitely useful for me, setting up a macro that's like a self-cast heal button. So I've set this up already. The macro is pretty simple to make. It's just going to be /cast at player Living Flame, and that's going to allow you basically, if you're targeting a mob, right, and you're attacking it, if we press this macro, you'll notice here that I'm actually able to heal my character. So setting that up right away is going to be very useful to you, because that way you can essentially heal your character as you're leveling up, and that's going to be pretty important because we don't really have many abilities, we don't have any talents, we don't have any specialization, so all we really have is just like the very, very basics. So this is a good time to probably explain some of the base abilities here. I did this little secret so I could unlock this this item, so that then we could have a little buff that our character gets. Seething Blue Magic allows us to do arcane damage randomly whenever we attack enemies. But so our main ability is going to be Living Flame. This ability basically just deals damage for right now. It's single target. We also have our Azure Strike, which is instant cast, and it's going to cleave 2 enemies right now with no additional talents here. All right, so we're going to move on to the next zone. This is going to have us go and click some stuff. So we'll go ahead and take care of that real quick. Now, you notice I'm double tapping spacebar. The reason why is because the glide does push you forward just a little bit, so it makes you a little bit faster while you're running around. Definitely helps if you're leveling up Evoker to constantly be jumping and gliding. Makes you just a little bit faster while you run around. We don't have access to any mounts or anything like that. We will have access in a little bit to an ability. We'll talk more about that in just a bit. They'll help us get around, but it's got kind of a long cooldown, so you know, being able to just hop around, it definitely speeds up our leveling experience here. Okay. Turning these quests, getting a nice new staff here. Get our first quest cinematic. Our buddy here basically has to let us out. We're trapped in this room, so he's gonna pick up the crystal, unlock the door for us. This is basically just showing what we did with the secret. So, little hint for you if you saw that crystal before and wondering what to do with it. There you go. Now you know what to do with it. And normally I'd skip through all the cinematics, but I am going to play them for this just because I want y'all to be able to see all the cinematics. They're pretty goofy and kind of fun, but yeah, we'll let them play through and just get the full Evoker starting experience here with those. This should be fun. Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's head out. So it's going to have us heal some of our allies here, so let's go ahead and do that real quick. The enemy or the friends here that need healing, they've got this little red blood icon above their head, and that's how you know that they have the debuff that you can clear here for quest progress. Okay, so we've completed that. Let's move on to the next area. So this whole area is kind of collapsing, so we want to get out of here quick. Let's head out. While we run, I'm going to go ahead and set up some of the equipment we just got. Okay, and blocking our exit, looks like there's a big dragon that we have to kill, so let's go ahead and kill this dragon real quick. As you can see, the glide tech can be used also to avoid mechanics. Just do a little quick hop there, so that's pretty good. And we are being attacked by a lot of enemies here, so I'm going to heal my character, just keep my character alive. Looks like I've fortunately aggroed a bunch of those little volatile remnants, but that's okay. And down goes the dragon and the roof. All right, so we wake up here. Let's get out of this place. Seems pretty dangerous there. Okay. Now they're going to teach us how to use a new ability here. Go ahead and showcase that. So that's going to be this new ability, Fire Breath. If we use this, we can empower it. As you can see, it's got different notches there for us to empower. Going to go ahead and activate this beacon. Our cinematic kind of showing us what's going on in this zone. So we've been in this cave. I assume we've been trapped for whoever knows how long. Stuck in stone. So we're just getting to see what else is going on out here. Now that we've escaped our prison. It's very reminiscent of like the DH starting zone, right? Where you're like breaking out the Vault of the Wardens. All right, cool. So yeah, lots of fighting going on. Some fire coming down from the skies. A lot of stuff to look out for. So gonna go ahead and just fill that up a little bit so that we can get some quest progress. And then all we really have left is do this one more time. These stones actually reset the cooldown on your ability, so it allows you to get that progress up quicker. All right, back to the quest givers. Let's turn these quests, get our loot. Thank you for that. Also, we unlocked Fire Breath there. So we already had it, but now we actually get to keep it, because it was just a quest thing before. All right, and they are going to have us do another quest. Let's go back. Pick up our quest, and they're going to teach us how to soar. So soar is the ability that we get where basically we can like fly across the zone. Really, really great movement on kind of a long cooldown, but still really useful. So they want us to fly through some hoops. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. So as you can see, it's basically flying with the mount, but just like way faster, and you control how fast you go. And there are other aspects to it too. So he's going to show us here how we can dive. So if we go down, we actually gain momentum there. Very cool. Important stuff to remember. All right, so moving on. Looks like they want us to go back now that we're trained in flight. And we'll get our next assignment here. So they want us to fly basically all the way across the zone. Perfect opportunity to use Soar. So you have basically two abilities whenever you're soaring. One puts you up and the other one puts you forward. They're on separate cooldowns here. So whenever you fly downwards, as mentioned before, you do speed up. So it makes you way, way faster. How fast exactly? We don't really know. But they're going to have us soar again. Remember, the more height that you have, the faster that you go whenever you start dipping down. That'll get us right here for the next quest. So this looks pretty dangerous, but they're going to have us go into this this room with all this stuff going on here. Probably not going to turn out too well for us because we've got a meter that's filling up. It looks like we're choking. But that's all just part of the quest. We just got to keep moving. All right, so unfortunately we have filled up our bar, and they're going to have us do something else to kind of keep the choking from happening. So got to go collect some toxic glands, kill some other enemies. We'll just go do that real quick. So once again, unfortunately, we don't have access to any mounts or anything like that, so we're just going to have to run. But at least with our little flight ability, it's a little bit quicker than just a normal character running around the zone. All right, so we are going to have to kill these little beetles here so that we can get our toxic glands. Make quick work of these guys. And Azure Strike is actually fantastic for tagging mobs. Definitely recommend it, especially since it cleaves. It'll hit all the enemies you, you know, obviously we just have like one additional enemy that'll hit with the cleave currently because we don't have any talents enabled. But still really, really good for that. Throw ourselves a heal here. And with low health mobs, I like to just Azure Strike them down. All right, this should get us pretty much all of the toxic glands that we need. There we go. We've collected all of those. We just need to kill a couple more of these larger mobs. All right, two more. Looks like there's a quest over here for us too. I'm gonna check out what this is. So it looks like we need to rescue someone. Let's go into this cave and see what's up. Get some tags while we're on the way. All right, looks like there's a rare elite. I'm not going to really worry about that too much, but I am going to help out our little buddy here who's trapped. The heal macro is really, really useful for whenever you're just, you know, taking some damage there, and we can let our essence regen while we're healing too. All right, hey there, little guy. Let's get you to safety. wearing him as a little backpack here. It's kind of cute. I'm curious if you like never turn this quest, if you can just keep them on your back the whole time. Sounds like it'd be kind of awesome to have a little otter on your back, but instead of that, we're actually going to return our little buddy to his friend. All right, so they're having us basically go back to camp. Got a ways to go here. We don't have Soar off cooldown, so we're just going to run. All right, so that was an optional quest that we just turned in, but I just wanted to see what sort of rewards we'd get. We just dinged 59 from that. Very good. We unlocked the res ability, return, so we can resurrect people who are dead now. Okay, so they've just given us another new ability. Go and check out what that one does. So this one is called Emerald Blossom. And basically what Emerald Blossom does is it puts a circle down, and then after a couple moments, 3 enemies are going to be healed. There's actually a talent as well for this one, so that if you want to heal more folks with that one, you can spec into the talent, and it's going to heal up to 5 allies. And it's a smart heal. It's basically wild growth without any of the downsides, so really, really good there. Healing up our friends. I'm clicking these stones here so I can get cooldown reduction. There we go. We healed all of our allies. So now we can head back. Okay, new quest. We're going back into that area that we passed out in. This time we actually have the ability to stay in there though. So I'm gonna very quickly here keybind something. Options, key binding. The one I'm looking for is extra action button, and that will allow us to clear this gauge here. All right, we got the item we needed. Definitely try not to aggro those mobs if you can, because they interrupt your progress whenever you're trying to click that item there. Okay, so I'm not sure why. I think the beetles maybe spawned from something or another, and there were other players here with all the beetles, but it seems like they've disappeared for the most part. There's still a couple around, but nowhere near the amount that aggroed me earlier, so. Assuming that maybe was a bug or something. Huh, bug. Yeah, those things are definitely bugs. That's for sure. All right, so it looks like we unlocked a new ability called Hover. This allows us to dash forward, and then we can cast while moving. It doesn't work on abilities that have the Empower on them, but still very, very strong ability there. Going to go ahead and put that on our bars, and then we're going to soar to our next objective. It is quite far from us, so go and go up to get some distance here. Get some speed. All right, stuck to landing. Love that. We're back where we started. Okay, so our friend here wants to teach us a new ability, Deep Breath, but we have to get a quest done first. Let's take care of that. And I will be using hover here as like a movement speed increase, just like on cooldown, because why not? We don't have any mounts, so just anything that makes us faster is good. All right, there's where we're heading down below. I really love the ability to glide, and I love that they set up this initial zone where there's so many opportunities to kind of get to use the gliding ability. Feels really good. All right, so it looks like there's some really bad stuff happening down there. We're going to go check it out. But first, we need to pick up some quests. And we've unlocked a new ability I want to talk about very briefly here called Deep Breath. This is basically just a 2-minute cooldown. Really, really high damage. If you want to, you can make it an @cursor macro. I've noticed that in the alpha, it seems a little bugged though. With the @cursor macro, it doesn't like to cooperate. It likes to just get you stuck if you use that macro for some reason. But I assumed that whenever this actually goes live, that's not going to be a problem. All right, so we're just clicking on these guys. Got to watch out for the fire shooting by. We're looking to just find out stuff, right? Kill mobs, disrupt rituals, kill these little stormlings as well. And I can just show you the Deep Breath ability here real quick. That's what it looks like whenever you fly by with that. Very, very high damage. Moves you about 50 yards. And 2-minute cooldown. There are talents, though, that reduce the cooldown on it, so... Alright, so just trying to make quick work of these enemies here. As you can see, the heal that you place, or that you target enemy and place on the ground there, very useful for just giving you a quick heal. It does have a delay, but it's 1 global, so you just pop the global, wait a moment, and it heals you. No casting required. Looks like we still need to run around and slay a bunch of these little elementals and kill some of these mobs. The only feedback I have so far for leveling up as an Evoker is that this specific quest feels like it's a little bit of a slog. But otherwise, I think it's pretty solid. Alright, let's go find more of those little mobs. But yeah, if it's this hard to come by them... Oh, I guess maybe I just found like where all of them are hiding, but... I feel like if it's this hard to come by them at launch, it's going to be a nightmare, but... Easy to fix. Alright, we're done. Let's head back. My Soar is almost off cooldown here. I'm not going to use it. I'm going to keep it. Because I want to use that in just a little bit. Ooh, and this guy is burning us to a crisp right there. Jeez. Let's heal up a little bit. Don't want to die. Gosh, that heal is so good. The ground heal that I was just talking about here. Emerald Blossom. Really, really good for solo play. And for parties too, but. Alright. Turning in the quests. Moving on to the next thing. Gotta go attack this dragon. Basically, we're just gonna come up here. And then we're gonna tell our friends attack. Alright, fire the beams. They're crossing them, but it's okay. Everything's fine. But we need more reinforcements. All the dragons coming out. Living Flaming, Fire Breathing, Disintegrating. And we make quick work of this boss, I think, here. Yep, there he goes. Rip. So this guy right here, this is, I'm pretty sure this is like a raid boss or something. Looks like a raid boss. Okay, we're back. So it wants us to go back to town. We're just going to use our Hearthstone. That's why I saved it. All right, level 60. Oh, who are these guys? You'll never guess who's that on the left with that with those beautiful teeth. So this guy's a Abyssian. The facial expressions on the dragons are pretty good. Baratheon. Surprise face. Look at his little face. There's something very goofy about how his jaw is moving and how his teeth look. All right, yeah, take a look at this guy. Hey, yo, what's up, Rathian? Looking good? Looking good? All right, let's move on. Okay, we finally get to choose our specialization. This is going to pump us full of all the abilities that we get later on. Their talents. For some reason, it resets your HUD as well. I'm not really sure why that happens, but we unlock some really, really useful abilities. I'm going to talk about them very briefly here. So first off, we're going to open with the buff that we get. So the buff is, this is just, you know, you get more movement abilities, shortens the cooldown there, very useful. We also gained Landslide, which is just going to be like a frontal root. You can see it like this. Instant cast, roots all those enemies right there. Quell is going to be an interrupt. Very useful. Definitely put that on your bar. And we also have Pyre. Pyre is going to be basically our spender right now, other than Disintegrate. So it's like our AoE spender. There's a talent that we get very early on that makes it so it only casts 2 essence. But for right now, it's going to cost 3, and that's going to feel not great. But that's okay. Going to go and soar to our next objective. Try and pick up some speed here. All right. They want us to help out our friends here. So we'll go ahead and do that. Looks like my deep breath bugged. That's not fun. Hello, let me use my character. Thank you. I'm just trying to tag as many mobs as possible here. Ooh, we're taking some heat. Would have been really great if that deep breath actually worked. All right, let's heal all our friends who need healing. And that thing that just popped up on my screen, the little purple icon, that's actually like a clear casting effect, if you're familiar with that, from like Arcane Mage. It basically just gives us free essence. We can just use an ability that costs essence for free with that. All right, so I'm assuming there's some sort of cinematic there that's not coded in yet. That's fine. We'll move on. And basically, right now, they're having us escape because there's a giant air elemental that's going to be chasing us here. So we got to get out. We find Rathian. He's kind of injured, so we're going to help him out here. All right, so he's looking for his friend Abyssian, who's literally right around the corner. I guess he's blind, but that's okay. And as soon as we get here, he's going to run away from us. So we'll go ahead and chase after him. Okay, here you go, bud. All right, got him up. And we're heading back. It looks like whatever happened in that cinematic that's not coded in yet, it looks like it really messed up this area, so. Excited to see what that cinematic is going to be like. Once. And then forever skip it. If I ever, it ever pops again. All right, so this is like the end boss of like the first raid. Was it Razageth? I think. Talking some smack to us. Flies off. All right, what's the word on the street? All right. Wow, that was beautiful. So great. I like that this zone is so fast. I appreciate that they let you just go through it really, really quickly like this. I'm not sure what's with like the frame rate whenever I'm watching these cinematics. For some reason, it's low on OBS, but it looks fine in game. But yeah, that's it for the Forbidden Reach. So we're actually done with that whole zone, and now it's going to be kind of like an onboarding process for you know, joining the Horde here. So, you know, typical onboarding thing. everyone's going to treat you like crap. You're going to run into town. People are going to mock you for being a dragon or tell you that you're awesome. Some guards actually tell you to do like a barrel roll for some reason. Not really sure why. Other people are, you know, upset that you're a dragon for some reason. Oh, we do actually have to go back here. I missed it. We got to check out the portal room real quick here. All right. How high can I go? Well, I don't have a flying mount, so not very high. They say that I can fly, but it's weird. Whenever I try to soar here, I can't. So, which is it? Can I fly or not? All right, let's go check out the bank. I think we can do that by just walking into the side here. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just go inside. Okay. Next up is the auction house. And we got to go up this elevator because we've got stuff to do up top. I'm going to go straight up here because I want to just get my my flying unlocked. I won't be able to actually use a mount, but at least I'll have riding learned if I go up here. And I can't really tell you the last time I got on one of these elevators in Orgrimmar. I think it might have been Cataclysm. It's been a while. But, you know, since we don't have the ability to use any of our mounts, we have to do it the old-fashioned way. It's alright, though. I love a good elevator. Okay, so they lead us right to the riding trainer. Let's go ahead and learn all those levels there. And then head on over to the next area. All right, visited the embassy. Now let's head up to the Valley of Wisdom. Dragons don't belong here. That's what one of the guards just said to me. I disagree. I think dragons do belong here. Quick barbershop if you want to make any changes. Oh, we just missed the elevator. That is tragic. Okay, I guess we'll wait on it. All right, we've made our way to the quest guy. Turn this in. And there we go. This should unlock everything for us. We do get one other ability, though. This is going to be basically the way that we can change our form. So basically, whenever you're a dragon, you've got like a human form and you've got a normal form. It's this visage move. We haven't unlocked it yet. Here it is. So this will make the guards a little bit more comfortable, I think. There we go. And it does put 2 more abilities on your bar, and one of them is called Chosen Identity. Automatically, or activate to automatically assume your visage whenever you leave combat or after soaring. I'm going to keep that off. I like being a dragon. There we go. And that has unlocked talents for us. So now we can go ahead and actually spend these talents. Keep in mind, a lot of the stuff that you got whenever you're in like the little tutorial there is stuff that you don't actually end up having once you unlock the talents. You will have to talent into them. For leveling, I'm just going to set this up really quick. But that is it. All right, and that is it for our introduction to Evoker. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little first little sneak peek at starting off your Evoker. And more Evoker videos to come, so definitely keep it locked if you want to see those. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. And if you want to see more of this content, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!